Here's the thing. So many people love to tell their story when they're at the mountaintop. All right? After you've gone through the challenges, you've gone through those issues, and then now you have won, you are standing on the top of the mountain. It's very easy and very romantic to tell the story, you know? And they lived happily ever after. People love that story. So it's very nice, very romantic to stand on top of the hill and talk about how you got there. But not many people have the guts to tell you about the top of the hill when they are in the valley. To me, true greatness is if you can talk to me about the mountaintop while you're still in the valley. Everybody has got a song when they are standing on the hill. Everybody has got their way of talking about how they started with nothing and then they finally got to something. Everybody can come up with a story. That's easy. But it's very difficult to find somebody talking about the mountaintop when they're in the valley, talking about the light when they are seated in the dark. Now that is greatness for me. Because if we are seated together in the valley and you're still talking about the mountain, when you finally get to the mountain, you leave me with faith. Because when I'm down there, I'll say, jamaa tulikuwa tu na yeye. Tulikuwa tu tunaongea hapa. Na alikuwa anaongea juu hizi mastori na tulikuwa tunacheka. Now look where he is. You get what I'm saying? So anybody can come after COVID and tell us how they made it through COVID. Anybody with a job can come and tell us how they struggled when they didn't have a job. But I am inspired by the guy who will talk about bouncing back before they bounce back. Because then I can believe that I can also bounce back. So in the society today, we talk about all the people standing on top of the mountain and we make them out to be heroes. But to me, the true heroes are the people who are in the valley and they are still talking about that mountaintop. The person who is still in alcohol and is talking about coming out. The person who is broke and is talking about becoming a millionaire. The person who has nothing and is talking about owning the whole world. That guy is the true hero, because it is not your success that inspires me. It is the fight. I don't know if you guys are getting me. I am not inspired by your success. You could have fluked. You could have won it in a bet. You could have been left something with an inheritance. That doesn't inspire me. I am inspired by your fight, because success is not my business. None of us can create success, but we can fight. So if you show me your fight, I am inspired, because when you fight, I can also fight. If you are struggling with an addiction, I can also struggle with the addiction. If you are fighting looking for a job, I can also fight and look for a job. So if you can show me how you fight and how you believe in the middle of the fight, when you succeed, I believe your success more. So why am I saying this? Because there are so many heroes among us who are yet to reach the mountaintop, but they are quiet just because they have not reached the top. I don't know if you get me. There are many people here, even in the room or watching right now. There are guys who are fighting. They are fighting very well, but simply because they have not reached the top, they don't want to share their story. And all I'm saying is this: share your story wherever you are. Whether it is a story of how you're struggling, whether it's a story of how you've lost your job, whether it's a story of how your business has failed, whether it's a story of how you've never won and you're waiting to win, that struggle is the one that inspires the people around you. So wherever you are, share your story. We want to hear about your fight. That is why people are struggling and people are killing themselves, they're hanging themselves, guys are killing each other, guys are losing hope, when all they need is somebody to tell them, keep fighting. The guy that makes me keep fighting is the guy that is fighting alongside me. When I look to my left and I look to my right and I see somebody fighting, then even me, I'll keep fighting, because he's saying, boss, we are fighting. But some of you, the problem is you are quiet in the fight. It's time to talk to somebody. The neighbor right next to you doesn't know what you're struggling with. Tell them what you're struggling with. Tell them the fight that you're having. Who knows, maybe their fight is smaller and they're about to kill themselves over something so small, and yet you're carrying such a big mountain on your back and you're carrying it with a smile. Talk about it. Tell someone next to you, by the way, did you know that I've got 3 kids and I don't have a job, but I'm still smiling? That's the fight we want to hear. Tell somebody, do you know I've got a kid that is in college and they have to continue in college. I have a kid who is a candidate and they have to remain in school, and I'm here and I don't have a job. That's the fight we want to hear. That is what's going to inspire me. Tell somebody how you're supporting a mother who is sick and she needs drugs, and you're still finding a way to get those drugs and you don't have any form of income. That's the fight we want to hear. When you stand on the mountain, we'll believe it more. You get what I mean, guys? So let us stop making people heroes who are not heroes. Let us stop looking at people and we say, because you're successful, you must give me a story. We put pressure on people who have no story to give us a story. They must give us a story. Oh, just because now you're a millionaire, you must give us a story because you are at the top of the mountain. Some of them fell on top of the mountain. They just happened on top of the mountain. They have no story to give. So let's not force them to give us an inspiring story. They have nothing to give. Look around you. There are heroes among us. Not all of them are wearing capes and crowns. There are heroes right next to you. All you need to do is sit close and listen closer. You understand what I'm saying, guys? I hope you've been inspired, and I hope we'll start talking to everybody. Talk to people around you. You never know, you could be saving a life.